here we are on Ghost Dashboard. You're going to go to your settings cog up here, click that, go to brokers here, and then you can sign in through these available brokers. Right now I'm going to use Tradevate. This is what you should see if you don't have anything connected right now. Using your prop firm, make sure you stay on this. Using a live account, go here. Click here. Risk disclosure and agreement. Read through this. Acknowledge it. Accept it. Takes you here. You're going to put in your credentials. Once you sign in, you're back on this screen. You could click back on, don't enable this. This is important. If you want this to work for you, do not have this check marked. No real trades will happen if you have this check marked. If you're using a prop firm, do not check this. So you can see here, we're now connected with an account. You could click here, see the accounts that are connected. You could refresh. Say you buy another prop firm account through Tradevate, add it, come here, refresh, it'll pop up. That's it for logging in with your broker. It's as simple as that. And then we're going to move on to setting up the strategy. So we're back on the dashboard of Ghost, and now we're going to create a new ticker. So go here to the tickers option, click that. You'll see the ones that I already have set up here. We're going to go up here, green button, add futures ticker. We're going to add the ticker name here. This is important. Do not name this anything else besides the actual ticker name. Don't do this. I've seen people do this. Don't do that. It needs to just be the ticker name. If you want to do the rest of that stuff, do it in this box right here. This needs to match the ticker exactly. Click add ticker. Here's the new one. No accounts are set to it. It is enabled by default. Click edit settings. These are all default settings right now. Now we're going to go over to TradingView. Okay, so now we're on TradingView. We have the BP version 1.0.3 strategy right here. We're going to enable it. Remember, this is the strategy. Version 1.0.3 is the strategy. This one is the indicator. This is different. We're going to go over this one next. So here we have the strategy. All of the settings we're going to reset. These are not favorable results. Obviously, you want to fine tune this. I'm going to show you right now how to fine tune this. This will be quick. I already have settings enabled for this. Even though I just reset these, I'm going to do it again. So you're going to see. So these are all settings you need to fine tune, and you need to pretty much figure out what's going to change the results down here for yourself. So I'm going to start. I'm changing. You don't have to do exactly how I'm doing, but I'm just showing you an example of what I'm changing to get different results. All right, so I changed the contracts to 3. We're doing this on M&Q 5-minute time frame. I'm going to change the max daily loss to 1%. We're going to enable the time filter, but we're going to change the end time to 12. And then we're going to do stop loss mode, leave it that. The multiple for it, we're going to change this down to 1.3. Then we're going to go to the TP1. See how that changed? We just changed a few things. You make sure you don't run this default settings. You have to fine tune this. This is not meant to be ran in with default settings. I've seen a lot of people do that. Don't do that. Okay, so we like these results. We just showed you how to fine tune the settings. There's other settings in here you can change. You can literally customize all of this. But I like what I have here. This looks good to me. So now we're going to add this to be able to automate it through Ghost. We already have the ticker ready to go. Something that's important here, go back into your BP strategy settings. You need to match the contracts here. I have mine set to 3. Go back to Ghost. Match the contracts to 3. Turn off stop loss and take profit if you want the strategy to do your exits for you. So if you want these here, TP1, TP2, TP3, then you need to turn off the stop loss and take profit in Ghost. So we're taking this off. If you leave this on, you're going to get a bracket order. We don't want that. Unless you do want that, leave it enabled. So we turn that off, and that's it in here. I'm going to select this TradeAvate account, and then we're going to go back to Trading View here. We're going to right click, add alert on M&Q, change the condition to BP version 1.0.3. Don't change anything else in here. Go to the message. Take all of this out. Go back to Ghost. Strategy message. It says right here. Bulletproof version 1.0.3. Purple one. Click the copy button. Come back over here. Paste it in the message field. For the alert name, you can leave it blank or you can name it to help yourself later on if you have any issues. I'm going to name it MNQ 5M for 5 minute. Go to the notifications. This is important. If you've already messed around with alerts, it's going to hold your last webhook URL here. Make sure that you remove this. These options right here, notify an app, show toast notification, and send email, these don't matter. You can check these if you want, they're not required. This one is the only one that's required. Webhook URL, come back to Ghost. Right here, big blue button. This is your webhook. Copy it. Come back over here, paste it. That's it, you're done. You can play a sound if you want or not, it doesn't matter. Click create. As you can see here, we have that new alert we just made. You can click here on your alerts to get this screen right here. Now we're going to go back to Ghost. We're now done on this screen right here. So all we did in this screen was we changed the contracts to match the bulletproof strategy contracts that we had set. We turned off the stop loss and take profit so that it uses the strategy exits for take profit 1, 2, 3, and stop loss. And then we set the account. We copied the webhook URL to the new alert we just made, and we used the strategy message in the new alert that we just made. That's it. Nothing else on this screen. Hit save changes. So every time you want to do another ticker, you do the same thing. If you want to do MES, add a futures ticker, do it for MES. But this is now set up and this is fully automated. Some important things to keep in mind. You're not always going to get a trade depending on your settings for your strategy, okay? See this green alarm clock? That means that we have an active alert. That's what you want to see. If you don't see that and you're having problems, then take a look at your alert because you probably messed something up on accident in your alert. You want to see the green alarm here. Alright, so a few tips and reminders here about setting up multiple tickers and all that. Well, first off, so we just set this up and you can see the last time that this strategy, once you see these results down here, you go to list of trades, you can see the last time this these settings have fired. So February 12th. That's how you can figure out how often trades are coming through. This is the last 7 days. 6 trades in the last 7 days. Just because you set up a ticker doesn't mean you're going to get a trade every single day. You can kind of drag back on your chart and see when the trades were. Or you can click right here, list of trades. And then you could scroll through here and see when the trades were. So if you set up an alert and you don't get a trade in a day, make sure you check that first before you open support tickets. Not every single strategy is going to have a trade every single day. Let's see what else. All right. Once you get a trade that fires, it should pop up here in your log on TradingView. You click here, it'll pop up. It'll tell you everything you need to know right here. You could hover over the alert and it'll tell you the settings in that little pop out right there. Now we're going to go over some pretty important things when you're setting alerts up. So we just did an M&Q alert for Ghost on the 5-minute time frame. Let's say I want to do MES on the 1-minute time frame now. Don't just change the ticker on this screen. You need to come up here and then make a new layout. You could also click this little panel and do it like this. So let's say this left one is the one we just did. And then once you click in this one, you can see the outer edge of it is highlighted. Now you're in this one. You could save it like that. I don't do it that way. I just make a whole new layout. Drop down menu right here, create new layout, MES 1. Now we're on a new layout. You need to add the indicator back or the strategy back. So go to the indicators button here and then go to invite only, add your strategy. Here we are, we got the strategy back. This is default settings again. As you can see here, results are not good. So let's just pretend that we changed through all these settings and we like what we see now. We're now on M&Q still, so you need to change it to MES. Go to the 1-minute or whatever you want. Just keep in mind, I'm on a different layout now. MES 1. So now I'm dedicating this layout to MES on the 1-minute time frame. So now you want to set up a new alert for this one. You're going to go through here, change all your settings again. We're just going to pretend that we did that. And then you're going to do the same exact thing that we just went through. Come back over here, add a futures ticker. Needs to match the exact name, MES, down here. Name this whatever you want. This is optional. Open your ticker settings. Now come back to TradingView. Right click on the chart. Add alert on MES. Condition, you're setting this to the strategy. BP version 1.0.3. Don't change anything else in here. You can change the expiration if you want. Go to the message, take all of this out. Go back to Ghost. Scroll down. This purple button says right here. It's for the strategy. Copy it. Paste it in the message. Alert name, you don't need to do this. You can if you want. This will help you in the long run if you have any issues with your alerts. MES1. Notifications. This is the previous webhook URL. We need to remove this. So that webhook URL was for the last one we just did. You get a new webhook every single time you make a new ticker in Ghost. Copy the new webhook. Come back over here. Paste it in here. Click create. As you can see, we just made the new alert right here. We have the green alarm clock right here next to the strategy. Come back in here. Again, you want to make sure that your contracts and ghosts match to your BP setting contracts as well. So we have 2 here. Come back over here, scroll up, change it to 2. This I don't want on if I want to use the strategy exits for TP1, TP2, stop loss. Uncheck that. Select your account that you want to enable this for. That's it. We're done in here. Click Save Changes. Now we have an alert set up for MES. When this fires its next trade, we'll get it in the log here, and Ghost will take the position. It'll show up on our dashboard here, and then it'll also show up in our history here. If you're having any issues, any errors firing with Ghost, this right here is extremely important. The logs page. Click on that. You can read this here. It goes over a lot of details here. And then this will tell you the status if it has errors or not, which you could see right here. So executed is good, rejected, failed. You'll see all of those errors. And then you can expand on them as well. So hover over it, expand, and it tells you all the details here. If you're having additional issues, still can't figure it out, use the little green bubble down here. This is Ghost AI Chat. You can type to it, it'll give you reasonings as to why you're having issues. Extremely helpful here. If you still can't figure it out, then you can go to tech support here and then write about your issue. Make sure you include as much detail as possible, screenshots, all that, and then submit the ticket, and Aaron will get this. Only Aaron gets these tickets, okay? Just make sure you try to figure it out yourself first with the logs, and then use Ghost AI Chat. If you still can't figure out, then use the tech support. And another big thing here, make sure your Ghost is actually on. See here, it says stopped. Make sure it's actually on. So if your Ghost is not taking trades, you gotta make sure you click this green button here. Okay, so that's the strategy. I'm gonna show you how to copy somebody else's strategy that they shared. So now I'm going to go through strategy sharing. You can also share your own strategy. I'm going to show you that first. You come up here to this drop down menu. Say you find like really good results. Let's say like this one right here. You like these results, you want to share it for other people to use as well. Come up here, hit the drop down, click this little bubble right here for sharing, and then copy link. Custom settings right here. And then if you can't see the custom settings channel, up here where it says the server name, right click, show all channels. Make sure that's check marked. And then if you still can't see this, come up here. It'll show browse channels here. Click on that. Scroll down till you see tool chat, custom settings right here. Click open. Now we're going to go there right now. So everybody shared their settings here. If you don't want to make your own settings and modifications in the strategy, you can come here and you can grab somebody else's settings. So we are going to use, we'll just find a random one here. So Dr. Trade, M&Q, 84% win rate. This looks good. Click it. Everybody should be sharing an actual TradingView link. So this is what happens when you click it. I'm going to move this off screen. So come up here to the right, copy, and then click the drop down here. You see they have the strategy here. You don't have to worry about updating it. It's fine if you're just using the settings that they have. Like this looks good right here. Last 7 days was a loss. So you can tell by changing this right here that this strategy does not have many trades. Go to the last 30 days, 18 trades. That's better. Just keep that in mind when you're copying other people's strategies. Last 7 days, 3 trades, loss. Here's the trades. All of them lost. But let's say we still want to use it anyway. So now you have their strategy. You're just going to do the exact same thing that we already went over in Ghost. Come here, ticker screen, add a futures ticker, and then come back on here, right click, add alert. You're copying the contracts, the strategy right here to condition, and then message, you paste the strategy message, which is right here, this purple one. Go to your notifications, put your webhook URL for your new ticker that you're making, and then you hit create. Just remember to match the contracts. This strategy uses one contract, so when you go back to your ticker settings, make sure your ticker matches one contract, and that's it. Now, if you have any issues, let's say you made a strategy, you made an alert, and then you forgot and you accidentally changed this to something else like MES. But remember, we're still on this layout right here. So now you just messed up, and let's say you make another new alert, you're gonna have issues. You'll have like phantom trades, you know, random things like signals popping up or not popping up, and you can't figure out why. It's because you changed the ticker or the time frame on this layout that you saved. You need to make sure you're always making new layouts when you change the ticker or the time frame for a new strategy. Especially if you come in here, like let's go back to MGC. This is the default one that it was on. Now let's change to the 1 minute. You just messed up your settings. As you can see, the strategy just updated. Now you have different results for the 1 minute. So always make sure you come up here, create a new layout for every single time you want to change the ticker or the time frame. If you have any issues with it, delete your alert that you made. These are like cloud-based saves. If you hover over the alert, you can see all the pop-up on the left. Those are all the values for the alert you just made. They're all saved. So if you're having any issues with alerts, try deleting it and then make the alert again. Okay, we're going to move on to the indicator now. And then after that, the orb plus key session levels, how to automate that. Okay, I'm going to turn off the strategy here, turn on the indicator. This is version 1.0.2.1. So that's using this right here, okay? Not the strategy anymore. We're done with the strategy. If you want to make this automated, go into the settings. There's two ways to do this. There's the universal alert, which I recommend, or you can do it the old way with the 4 alerts. We're gonna do both. I'm gonna show you the universal alert first. I'm gonna leave everything on here as it is. Actually, I'm gonna reset. This is how it looks. Default settings. I want to use the universal alert. So I want to use the universal alert. We're going to go in here, scroll down, enable the universal alert for Ghost. So this will get you all your entries and exits for TP1, TP2, stop loss, all of that, one single alert. Press OK. Let me be clear about this. If you want to get exited at TP1, you're not done in these settings. You need to open the settings again, scroll down, and make sure that these are checkmarked. Alert on TP1 hit, alert on TP2 hit. You need the alerts for these or you will not get exited at TP1, TP2. Another thing here is alert on stop loss hit. Let me see. So this stop loss line right here, let's say that it pulled back and it actually touched this. You would get exited if you had that enabled. So I leave it off. I'm not telling you you have to do the same. But if it hit the stop loss line, you would get an alert and it would exit you at the stop loss line. So I'm only going to run alert on TP1 and TP2. And then everything else we're leaving the same. So right click on your chart, add alert, condition, you're going to click the indicator, bulletproof version 1.0.2.1. You're done. That's it. Any alert function call, leave it like that. Don't click these other ones. You only click these other ones if you want to do the single alerts, which I'll show after this. You can change the expiration here if you want. So go to the message. You can leave this exactly how it is. Or you can rename it if you want. Like I would take this out and then go to your notifications. Again, this is the last webhook URL you used in whatever last alert you made. You take this out. Go back to Ghost. Tickers. Add futures ticker. And then we're on MNQ. We're going to put MNQ. And then we're going to put the name here. Add ticker. This is the new ticker. Edit settings. Let's say I want to do 3 contracts. This you only use if you want a bracket order. If you're not going to use the indicator exits for like TP1, TP2, turn it off. This is how I run it with this off. So all we did was change the contracts and we turn this off. Now I come down here and I want to use my TradeAvate account. Select that. And then you don't need any of these right here. You're good. You're done. Just use the webhook URL. Copy it. I'm going to hit save. I'm going to go back to TradingView. Paste the webhook here. Click create. Here's the new alert. I'm going to pause it just so that it actually doesn't fire when market opens. This is it. If you hover over this and you look to the left, the little pop out that just popped up, you can see the name. I mean, you can see the name right here, but you can see all the settings that it saved to the left of my cursor right here. So now this is ready to go right here. And then just for clarity here, the way we set it up is once this fires, we're going to get entered right here on the next candle. And then if it hits TP1, whatever you have set up in here, TP1, you can change the levels of this. And then you could do the scale out here. So if I had 2 contracts, whatever I set in the ghost ticker settings, 2 contracts, I want to scale out 1 contract at TP1 and then the next one at TP2, you can do that. You can do more than 2 contracts. So just an example. So that's it for the universal alert. Now we're going to do the single alerts for the same exact indicator. I'm going to delete this so we don't get confused here. Another thing is I would not recommend editing these. Once you're done, say you deleted the alert right now, just like I did, just delete the ticker. It makes it a lot easier. You're going to get a new webhook URL. You're not going to somehow mess it up and then try and troubleshoot it for an hour. Just make a new one. It's easier that way. So making a new ticker, just getting it ready here. All I did was enter MNQ and then I gave it a little name here, single alerts, so we know what we're doing here. So we want to set up single alerts now for the indicator. Right click on chart, add alert on MNQ. Condition, click the indicator, version 1.0.2.1. And then we're going to go here, traders post buy. Ignore that it says traders post. This indicator came out when we didn't have ghosts, so we were using traders post. Click buy. This is how you do single alerts, by the way. You can do universal alerts, which we just went over, or if you want to do single alerts, you can do that. The reason you would want to do single alerts is, let's say you wanted to do just longs on the indicator or just shorts, you can do it this way. So let's say I want to do just longs. I'm going to do traders post buy, trigger once per bar close, go to the message, I'm going to name it buy only. You can name this whatever you want. Take this message out, come back to Ghost, and then we're going to scroll down here. This is the buy signal message. Copy it, hit the green button. Come back to the message. Then you're done there. Go to notifications. Take out the webhook URL because we are making a new alert. That was the last webhook that we used. We're not using that one anymore. Come back to Ghost. Hit the blue copy URL button. Now go back to MNQ or to TradingView. Paste the webhook URL and then hit create. It's going to pop up here, buy only. That's the alert to get into a buy. Now we want a buy exit. So right click on the chart, add alert on MQ, condition, click the indicator. Now we're going to do exit long because that is matching for traders post buy. The exit would be exit long. Click that. Once per bar close, go to the message, take this out, come back to Ghost, and then we're going to do the exit signal message here. Click copy. Paste it here. For the alert name, it's optional. I'm going to name it by exit, and then go to your notifications. This is the last webhook URL we just used. It should be the exact same one in the Ghost ticker that we're on right now. You can confirm it right here. So I'm just looking at this. It matches. So I'm going to keep this here. If you want to be safe, just take out the whole thing and then paste the webhook URL again. But mine is good, so that's it. I'm going to pause these just for the sake of market open in 10 minutes. So we just did longs only for the indicator. Now if you want shorts as well, you would do the exact same thing. Add alert, select the indicator. Now you're going to do traders post sell, go through the exact same setup, and then do another alert, and you're going to do exit short to match the sell. So that's that for the indicator on single alerts. What else? Now we're going to move on to the orb plus key levels. It's going to be the same thing that Aaron showed, nothing special. Let's just pretend that we had this all set up, the orb plus key levels. You can set the actual start time and duration here. And then you go down here to the entry mode, either breakout, retest, or retest midpoint. You can set your stop loss here, opposite side, fixed points, midpoint, and then you can set your contracts here, TP1, TP2, TP3, how much you want to close out. Let's just pretend that I already set this up exactly how I wanted. Those are the main things that you need to actually look at when you're setting this up, by the way. Right click on the chart, add alert on MQ. For condition, you're going to click orb plus key levels version 1.2. Leave this as any alert function call. You can change the expiration here if you want, doesn't matter. Go to the message, you can leave this the exact same. Go to the notifications, you're going to do the exact same thing. Say you made a new ticker, and then let's just pretend I just made this right now. Edit settings, match the contracts to whatever you had in the key levels here, in the indicator. And then you're going to just copy the webhook URL right here, paste it right here, and then hit create. And that's it. You're done. That's kind of the overall Ghost walkthrough. You shouldn't have any issues. If you did everything exactly how I said it, you should have no issues at all.